What up, football family? Hey, welcome back to a brand new edition of the Fantasy Takeover. Hey, I'm your takeover boy, Mr. PL Colter, and you know what we do here. But before we get started, we have to introduce the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, he's the guy that shaved Britney's hair when she was in Vegas that weekend. Hey, my boy, Mr. New York. What up, Nick? What's going on, man? You all right?
Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
I heard she fell asleep before you taped her up.
She's psycho.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna walk in front of you somewhere now. Hey, good to see you back on the show this week. All right, now it's week 11, which means we're finally at the end of the bye weeks.
About time.
But you know, the bye weeks are ending with a bang. You know, there's a lot of superstar studs that's on bye this week.
Sure is.
Hey, but don't you worry. You know, we got you covered. We got those replacements for you because that's what we do here. The first live look.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. All right. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, so we got a handful of Twitter questions that we want to go ahead and ask to you this week, and we're going to get started. Carlos in Cali. What up, El Holy Grande? What's going on? What's up with them Lakers players? You know what? We're not. That's wrong sport.
But that's a good segue, though.
But he had on a Laker jersey in his profile.
And maybe he a Laker Phil Jackson fan? No. That's next month.
We're gonna get on to the question. All right, fellas, I'm down Eli Manning, and my backup is Christian Ponder. Wow, you in trouble this week, bro. Both are on bye, of course. Should I pick up Ron Fitzpatrick of Buffalo, or should I take a chance on one of these injury backup QBs this week?
That's a lot of them coming out.
So, I guess we'll start with Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick, I mean, he's decent. He's serviceable. He's definitely somebody that you only want to play during your bye week. I mean, but the last 3 games, he hadn't been that bad. He's had averaging 270 yards.
Yep.
Got 5 total touchdowns, 2 picks.
They almost beat New England.
They almost beat
pulled it out.
New England.
You can't be mad at the bro for doing that. I'm just saying.
Fred Jackson, you need to...
Freddie Jack.
Right, it's time to get that. Stick him on the. You know what? We're gonna keep this.
Sometimes you just gotta put that line right there. Right there.
That seemed kind of loud. You know what?
That clothesline. Sometimes you gotta put that right there to hang on to that.
Right.
Let me, Fred.
Fred, you cost. You cost Buffalo the game. They always play New England pretty tough.
They do.
But we digress.
They do.
So so you're looking at that. So that's what we're basing these backups on. So New York Nick, I'm gonna propose these questions to you.
Let's do it.
All right. Now we got.
Let's do it.
Byron Leftwich.
Who?
Byron Leftwich.
Sandwich.
No, Leftwich. You know the.
Oh, Byron left that home witch.
Wow, here we go. It's too early in the show for this, ladies and gentlemen. You know that the awkward looking Linky brother that seems like that he gets a bone crushing every time he jumps. What? Why they have a block for this cat?
Because they like seeing him fall down.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
We fall down, but we get up. So y'all know we take the gospel. Hey, Zeus, you know we. All right, move right along. With that one,
Jacksonville ain't one of them. Jacksonville plays anybody right now.
No, I mean, and you saw how the offense looked for the Steelers once he came in the game last Monday night.
I was waiting for Charlie.
Charlie who?
Charlie Batch.
I thought you was gonna say last name Wilson. But we're gonna keep this show rolling. All right, okay. So we say Leftwich out.
Boy, he came in.
What about Jason Campbell? He's filling in against San Francisco for concussed Jay Cutler. What you think?
I like Jason Campbell. I liked him in Washington. I ain't had a problem with the bruh. He did some damage to them Cowboys. I ain't had no problem with him. But then, he went over to Oakland. Everybody died in Oakland.
What? No, Carlos. If there was a delete button, I would have you go back and delete.
I ain't saying to pick him. I'm just saying I ain't got a problem with him.
I mean, okay. I mean, I have a serious problem with Jason.
What did he do to you?
I mean, no, man. I mean, Jason Campbell.
He got a bad rap.
It's the fact that he really hadn't. I mean, I know he's got a hand tied against him. I mean, he had all those different coordinators, and he never really got.
He was 8 for 8.
He was 8 for 8.
That's the new ESPN show. 8 for 8.
Now he's gonna be on 30 for 30 on Where Are They Now? But okay, I'm just. I'm just saying, no, Jason Campbell, he scares me. Okay, yeah, he's a little more of a name value than Leftwich. I would rank him above Leftwich,
definitely,
but way below Fitz.
Oh yeah,
Patrick on that. Right. Okay, well, what about your namesake, Nick Foles?
Foles.
Philadelphia Eagles came in for Michael Vick last week. What you think about him?
It was scary. He did some damage.
He did some damage. He had over 200 yards, a touchdown, no pick.
Against Dallas. I mean, you saw how it ended the game. He didn't really.
No,
I guess he was already in the coffin with the nails in. So
yeah, it was. Yeah, he had a hand tie behind his back because their offensive line is
horrible. Yeah, well, we want to go into. Oof.
Yeah, their offensive line is horrible. But
bad Golick.
Okay, so all right, so I guess we'll put a nice little bonus. So you're saying, if any of these backups, you say who, Foles or Campbell?
You got to do Foles.
You say
just for the potential over Campbell.
Yeah, and they got a matchup against Washington. Washington's pass defense is not that great. But if you can get Fitzpatrick, he's probably your safest bet. Going against Miami, they're in the bottom half of the league against the pass. So, Killer Carlos, El Homie Grande, good luck to you this week. And go Phil Jackson.
Boy, on to the next one. On to the next one.
True. That's
my dude.
Next. All right. Hey, you can show some lady love this week.
Hey, let's do it.
All right. We have Jenna in Dallas. Hey, what's up, Jenna?
You know she watches.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. Maybe she does more than watch. Looks like she plays because this is a pretty good question.
Well, let's do it.
Hey, Nick, I down Victor Cruz and Percy Harvin.
You too, huh?
Did she auto draft? Did you pick both of them?
Them are good picks.
Because those are two great picks.
You got Percy.
I mean, yeah.
I got Victor.
Well, yeah. So she's rolling with the big shots. Yeah. You know, hey, good looking out.
Them shots.
Okay, so I need one more wide receiver. Any suggestions? New York.
Well, hey, let's just throw it out there. Who playing the Saints this week?
Our weekly Who Plays the Saints this week segment.
Saints?
All right, drop one for us.
Hey, Derek Saywood Bay. Why not? They playing the Saints, right? Last 3 games, 15 catches, 250 yards, and a couple touchdowns.
Hey, that's not bad for a plug-in play.
Not at all.
That's actually doing a little better than Cruz.
It's very true. Victor, I'm going to holler at you, player.
Right, and actually better than Harvin. I'm not going to just dump on your team. It was actually better than Harvin, too. So I like that pick. So, Jenna, if you can find Darius Haywood Bay out there, snatch that brother up, put him in your lineup, and keep that winning streak alive. Because if you got both of those wide receivers, then
that's money in the bank.
You should be doing damage. And we saw the profile pick. Nick, that's a winner right there, right?
That's a winner.
That's a winner. All right. Good luck to you this week, Miss Jenna. All right.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
To the next. All right. Now we have AJ in McKinney.
AJ.
Now this question is for me. He don't look like Jenna. Why
I can show the love.
Right. Well, I mean, you know what though? But I'm here for the people. So AJ, I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question. All right. Both of my starting running backs are on bye. So I need some waiver wire advice. You know what? I'm gonna piggyback off my Google right here. Who played the Saints?
Who played the Saints?
And who also who also plays the Saints this week is backup running back Marcel Reese. Now Darren McFadden.
Oh, of course. We're not gonna go there. I ain't gonna go to his counterpart neither. Go right ahead.
Who? DeMarco Murray?
Felix Jones.
Wait a minute. Now,
Arkansas.
Pause. This guy finds a way to rank on Felix Jones every week. Last week he stuffed him in the closet. He's still in there. Is that him knocking?
You heard right? He probably hungry.
You and Kels, come on out of there. All right, back to the script. All right, Marcel Reese. Now, if you need a desperation plug-in play, I mean, McFadden is out again. He's the DeMarco Murray's stepbrother. No, that's got to be in the blood. That's his biological brother. Blood. I really don't have a beef with that. I have no Arkansas ties. Michael, your school is producing some cupcakes. But we're going to keep this thing rolling. So, Marcel Reese, last week filling in for McFadden, had over 100 total yards. He had 7 receptions. So, AJ, if you're in a league that gets points per receptions, which you all should be, you need to check your commissioner if you're not getting points for receptions.
He ain't in that 16-team league, is he?
No.
Okay.
No, they shall remain.
Okay.
Anonymous. Okay. All right.
I'm just making sure. I mean,
no, they ain't no telling. No, because they're contributors to the show, and we're gonna help them too in that 32-team league.
Oh, it's 32.
Right.
They had the AFC and the NFC.
They're gonna have a Pro Bowl after the championship.
I had to get your brother love on that one. I had to get you love on that one.
I know something like this one. All right. So AJ, Marcel Reese. That's where you want to go this week. They're playing the Saints. The Saints are dead last in total defensive yards allowed. And you know the team that's right in front of them has like a 300 or 400 yard cushion on them. So that means that
Who's that?
I don't want to talk about that. Tennessee Titans. So AJ, long story short, hey, pick up Marcel Reese. Hopefully, McFadden will be back in it. Well, you don't have McFadden. What difference does it make?
Who cares?
Yeah, you'll have your starters back in there next week. Good luck to you this week.
Hey, on to the next one. On to the next one.
To the next. Now we getting into one of my personal favorite sections of the show. It's New York Knicks risk reward. Who you got this week?
Hey, I'm alive at you this week. You know who we're going to hit on today?
Who's that?
LaShawn Shady McCoy.
Shady!
That's risk and reward.
All right, do tell.
They're going up against Washington this week. Let's remind them, Washington 8th versus the run.
They are 8th versus the run. That is
run. That's pretty nice for Washington.
That's excellent for
Washington. We can't forget about that horrible line for Philadelphia. Wow. I think it's the high school line.
No.
I think it's Plano West.
No, because I think South Lake can
take them.
I think South Lake can keep them to under 3 yards a carry.
Boy, you think?
I think so.
That's scary. And then,
that is scary.
And then you got Nick Foles going this week, so you ain't got Michael Vick back there. You don't have that cushion.
That's true. So in other words, they'll be focusing primarily on the run first.
You would think.
I would do that if I was a defensive coordinator.
If I was Washington,
right,
I'd hit that lineup.
Right, that's true.
But let's not forget though, he is Shady McCoy.
He is.
He's already got over 700 yards in 9 games.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
That's a record of over 1,400 yards a season. But he only has 2 touchdowns, which kind of makes me shaky in the red zone. What you gonna do? That's you decide. Risk and reward.
Well, risk reward. Hey, good job by you. To piggyback on that, if you have a bad offensive line, it's going to be hard for you to move that ball in the red zone. So he may have to bust a big one for you, but hey, good job by you, New York Nick. All right, now we get to our homer alert this week. Now, this week's homer alert is going to be a collaborative effort. And my Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. He'd be proud of that. Now, I like the glasses and the new tape up, man. You don't look so much like George. You know what? We're gonna keep this thing rolling. All right, this week's homer alert will be the entire Pittsburgh Steelers offense.
Wow, the whole offense.
I'm going the whole offense.
You putting everybody lined up.
Well, you know what? Let me amend that. I think I'm going to give one person a pass on that offense. That's tight end Heath Miller.
You got to.
He seems to get it done regardless of who's back there throwing the ball. But y'all saw that game last week. I mean, Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown, he's still hurt. Those running backs, without a quarterback, it's almost like Shady McCoy. Without a quarterback to kind of spread the offense, I mean, you're going to just pile up on the running backs, right?
Yeah.
That's not, and they got Baltimore, which Baltimore's defense is not that great by the numbers, but that is a fierce rivalry game, and they hit hard, and Leftwich.
He gonna get sandwiched.
Boom! No, we can just keep that at the lab, right? LOL and Byron Leftwich. So.
Byron Leftwich is crazy now. I'm sorry, it's gonna be hilarious.
Right. So you said you called him what? Byron Left Homewich?
Left Homewich, man. Left Homewich.
That's not a good look. You need to leave Leftwich and all of those cats off your lineup this week. It's week 11. We're getting into that playoff push. It's way too important for you to just leave points on the bench. If you have a better matchup from a lesser named player, you might want to go with that player this week.
Man.
Now I'm about to break out of the norm of the show. Now this is where we normally give you our call tags and yeah, this is
normal.
Yeah,
He's gonna break out of that normal.
I'm about to break out of it. I'm about to step outside of the box because generally the show is all about you. That's why it's on YouTube, because it's all about you, and we want to keep it that way. But this week I have a special opponent in my fantasy football league.
Sure do.
And I wanted to make a public wager against said opponent, Mr. New York Nick, this week.
Ooh.
All right?
I'm ready.
All right, people, you ready for this one?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, so for our diehard, our appointed and anointed 300, I think that's what we're going to call it.
300.
Well, our anointed 300 who follow us each and every week, we certainly do appreciate you. We will not be here without you watching. You know that I'm a diehard Michigan fan. You all right over there?
Yeah. That word that... I gotta start quoting Bible verses when I hear that.
All-time winningest program in college football, but we're gonna move past that. And those who who have HD lenses know that he is a. I can't even say the word. Can you please help me with that? I can't.
You can't say the word. You can't say the word. The Ohio State Buckeyes. The. Let me get it straight. The Ohio State Buckeyes. Who run this? We run this.
Maurice correct. But I'll
digress. What you mean? Championship.
Most recent doesn't mean most.
I don't care what he did after he got off the field.
No, we're saying most recent championship don't mean most. But we're not going to veer off the subject at hand. What we're going to do is I'm going to issue you a public challenge.
Yeah, we can do this.
When my fantasy football team beats yours, you will come on this very same show a week from today wearing an official 1997 Heisman Trophy / National Championship Charles Woodson, Michigan jersey. That's what you're going to be doing next week when my team beats yours. Can we?
Well, I'm a man about mine.
Okay, so you accept this public challenge?
I accept it. Not only do I accept it, but when I win, and trust me, I will win. You gonna don that scarlet and gray. You gonna don that scarlet and gray. You got Woodson number 2. I got my number 2. And we all know who that man is.
Yeah, he's number 2.
And we all know who that man is. Come on, man. Come on, you gonna don that Chris Carter jersey?
No. Shouts out to Chris Carter. I love you on Mike and Mike in the morning.
That's my dude.
I love you on Countdown, but there's no way on God's green earth I am wearing that jersey. That's not gonna happen.
He gonna don it.
Everybody back home in Cashville, have you ever seen me in anything remotely
Get
close
ready
to Ohio State?
Get ready.
Jersey? That's not gonna happen.
Get ready. Get ready.
You about to shame your Buckeye
Get ready.
nation. You know that
can never happen.
Yeah, you about to shame them.
Jesus is a Buckeye.
But I thought the devil was red. But you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. All right. We got that. Hey, that's on a pound. The winner of this show will have the other rock, the most deplorable piece of uniform
yes, sir.
you could ever possibly put on.
That is.
The steaks don't get no hotter.
They don't.
Right. So good luck to you this week,
sir. Let's do this.
And I look forward to seeing you in that jersey next week. All right. So as we conclude each and every weekly show of the Fantasy Takeover, we like to tell you that life is a sport, so always play to win. You can reach us on Twitter. Myself, you can reach me at PL Colter.
Yes, sir. And that's Nick_Torius, NIC_Torius.
Hey, holler us on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So again, we tell you life is a sport. Always play to win, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't be scared. I'm only white. Good night.
And go blue.